Maria is a leader of quiet resolve who serves as the CFO of one of our largest federally qualified health centers. Maria's work in the advocacy community, particularly around children's mental health issues, has been quite critical in advancing the state's investments in children's mental health. But in the last 3-4 years that she's been chair of our board, we've seen a decline in revenues as a result of lower property values, and she's guided us through a very difficult strategic planning process. We are more transparent. We have a better Health Connect in our schools program, which she has moved from serving 130 schools to serving 150 schools.
There isn't anyone among us who hasn't had to make the sometimes painful and often difficult decisions about how to manage care for either an elderly or disabled family member. Jose Fox's work over the last 20 years has helped make those decisions a little easier. He's done not only work at the legislative level, the national level, and the local level. Jose Fox with United Home Care has built the first ever Caregivers Resource Center in Dade County, free to anyone who is a caregiver for an elderly or disabled patient to come in and get advice. United Home Care, under Jose's leadership, has entered into a research study with Cornell studying depression involved with the elderly who become homebound. He's really been a watchdog for the industry, and in fact has been instrumental in setting the standards for legislative action. In 2009, he was responsible for the anti-fraud legislation that was put in place. United Home Care Services has over 800 employees who care for 4,500 people in their homes on a weekly basis. Jose Fox is a healthcare hero because he has done more for the elderly and frail in the last 20 years than any individual I can think of.
Dr. Gutierrez Pete is actually the American success story. He came over in the 60s as a Peter Pan kid, went on to become a citizen, and then served valiantly in Vietnam. And he always had a dream to become a doctor. He joined the Miami Police Department, and he served there for almost 17 years. And he still had his dream to become a doctor. When he was doing that as he was a police officer, finally got his license and got his degrees, and began working at the time Miami-Dade College. Now he is the Dean of the Physician's Assistance Program. He actually was the catalyst for the Miami Rescue Mission to start its health clinic. We opened up in 2008. The last year and a half, we've seen over 7,000 unduplicated people. Because of his dedication and working with us, we're able now to replicate that health clinic into one of our other centers up in Pompano. And he knows what it is to be poor and what it is to be on the outside of society. And he has a great love for those that are in need, and we're just so appreciative of him.